Good evening, everybody, and we're back where Agganis week started here at Manning Field. They had the pre-games ceremony here at Manning Field with the presentation of scholarships and the uniforms handed out. We moved over to Frazier Field for baseball and softball, switched back to Lynn English for boys and girls basketball, and now the rest of the week will be spent here with the soccer games, boys and girls tonight, boys and girls lacrosse tomorrow, and the Granddaddy, the football game, will be played here on Thursday night. So when we finish this girls softball game, we'll be just past the halfway mark. In fact, if we get halftime of this game, we'll be at the halfway mark of this, again, this week. A tremendous job, once again, done by the Agganis Foundation and Committee, led by Paul Halloran. They've given almost 1,000 scholarships out, and they've gone over $2 million in scholarships. Each recipient gets $1,000 a year for the 4 years they're in college. You have to be in a 4-year college to get the $4,000. And these kids are all going to some very good colleges. And this is a great time for these kids. They played against each other many, many times. They may know each other from AAU or the other sports. These kids have played in, now some of these kids will have played in 2 or 3 sports in this week of Agganis. And the big part is to try to get used to playing with each other, because are used to playing with their teammates, and this will be a strange set of rules, if you will, for these girls, because now they're so used to, I've got Mary on my left and Barbara on my right, and I can make this play, and now you got all different players from different teams, so it takes a while to get adjusted to playing with each other. That's for sure. For the North, the goaltender is Alexandra Arndt from Rockport. Jillian Stone got traded. She was on the North team coming in. She's from Merrill. She's now on the South team as the goaltender. That's her making the save and kicking it away. They moved her over because the goalie, Marissa Groh of Gloucester, had to bow out. She couldn't make it. She was all set to come, and unfortunately something changed and she had to bow out. She was the only goaltender for the South. The North had 2. So they moved Jillian Stone over to the South. This is Olivia Pedro from Lynn Classical, a name people certainly know about in the city of Lynn. Her grandfather, Peter, if not the best that ever played in the city of Lynn. If you got second choice, you wouldn't be too bad. Most people think Agganis. Some people say Peter was very good as well. Of course, he was outstanding. And others will say maybe Tippy Johnson. If you get stuck with second or third choice, you get any one of those guys, you're doing pretty well. The North in the blue, the South in the white. Great way to finish up their senior career. Shot from the corner goes up, over, and on top of the net from a shot from a tough angle. They fed the ball down in what would be the end zone for football, and they were almost even with the goal line, and they tried to catch the back post and shot it up on top of the net. It's been the North controlling so far. Alyssa McCarthy from Stoneham was the one that had that shot from deep in the right corner that wound up on the top of the net. It goes out of play right into the south bench area. South gets it out of harm's way. They knock it deep. And one of the few times they've had it in the north end. First time they've had it this deep in the north end, North takes it away. Pass picked off. South takes it back. And there was a collision of some sort, and they call it against the South, so the North will get a free kick. And they boot it deep, and they're out in front, and they knock it by, and walking in with the open net. And that's Alyssa McCarthy of Stoneham. She got loose. She just got a long pass. She was able to push it past the goaltender and then got by the goaltender, and all she had to do was just tip it into the open net. And the South jumps on top. The North has dominated this a little bit. 13 wins to 6 wins for the South. There have been 4 ties. The ties were in 2003, 9, 12, 13, back-to-back, and 12 and 13 there were ties. North has won the last 2. The first 3 games. They listed as 13. I thought it was 12. The North and South, the first 3 games, or the first 6 games, were dead even, 3 wins apiece. And then the North put a little bit of daylight between them. They won 7 out of 9, and the 2 they didn't win were ties. I guess I stand corrected. The official scoring is they're giving it to number 13, Haley Mignon from Tewksbury. I'm sure Alyssa McCarthy would be happy that I mentioned her name. Trying to hold it in, he couldn't, went out of play. Got it by the defense, pushed it a little too far, and then was going to try and center it. And it rolled beyond the end line, out of play. So the one scoring play, North took advantage. They got that really long pass, got by everybody, and then Haley Mignon got by the defense and then beat the goaltender to it, tipped it by her, and then went around the goaltender and had a wide open net to throw it in. South looking for an opportunity, trying to walk in. They doubled up and took it away. And pass picked off by the North. And the North knocks it out of play. Pedro will put it in play with the throw in right about at midfield. Out. And they call it off. Sam Taché of Bishop Fenwick. She's a outstanding basketball player as well. They tip it by a break. Getting by again. And finally broken up. Last defender just broke up Kaylee Moran of Arlington Catholic, who was looking to walk in. Pedro knocks it back. It got saved to the middle, and North knocks it away. They try to knock it deep again. They knock it out of play. Everybody was holding their breath today. It started raining, not hard, but they predicted that there could be very heavy rains at time. But they've stayed away. And right now there's no rain at all. And we're thankful for that. I don't know, it was last year or the year before that it was miserable conditions here. And they have to play the games because these kids can't hang around. They're going to their colleges for practice sessions, for getting acclimated to the school. So they can't hang around here forever and wait for postponements or play other times. Nice little shift. They try to throw it in front, looking for a shot. Nice defense. Great defense by the South. The goalie got pulled out of the net. They had a wide open net. I think that was Pedro. Pedro turned to be the goaltender and made a tremendous save. North thought they had a 2-0 lead. They threw the ball to the middle. They made a nice rush down the side. They threw it out in front. They got around the defense. They had point blank the goaltender out of the net. And Olivia Pedro turned out to be a goaltender. I think that was Sydney Owen from Haverhill who had that opportunity. So South got saved a little bit there. Some of these girls probably haven't seen a soccer ball since the end of last year. Now trying to walk in, trying to get around the defense. They triple team the South and take it away. These girls are playing summer basketball, maybe softball. Got to get used to getting back and playing soccer. So it takes it away. They went very deep and now knocked out of play. The locals on the South, Jocelyn DeShanis, Shirley Feliz, Jenna Foley from St. Mary's. Olivia Pedro, we mentioned, from Lynn Classical. Get to play one more soccer game at their home field, Manning Field. And this is the 58th Agganis week being played at Manning Field, Fraser Field, which of course is the Agganis complex. Battle going on at the 25-yard line. North wins it, takes it away. It deflects. Looks like it went off the south player, but they're giving it to the north. Three officials for this one. Tip of the hat. We don't get all the names, but baseball, softball, basketball, boys and girls. Soccer today, boys and girls. Lacrosse tomorrow, boys and girls. The football game. All the officials donating their time so that the coffers can be filled for the scholarships. Volunteers to keep the scoreboard, to keep score. For football, to hold the chains. Shot from long range. Stone made the save at the side of the net, and she'll kick it away. North is controlled. South had it a couple of times getting close, but they haven't got a real good shot off. North has virtually kept it in the south end most of the time. That one slips by. Stone is there to track it down. Knocked deep again by the North. Stone again comes out and picks it off, and she'll kick it away. Knocked out. Waiting for substitutions before they put it in play. Out off the North. So the South will put it in play again. Emma Simpson of Austin Prep throws it deep. And it's knocked out by the North. And we'll have one more substitution. Jimmy Foley from St. Mary's is coaching the South. Adam Thibodeau from Amesbury coaching the North. Shot from long range goes wide. That was off the foot of Jordan Butters of Beverly. Northeastern Conference, well represented. Commonwealth Conference. Catholic Central League. South's trying to break it up. North gets it out of harm's way. And they've got it back on the south end. Trying to knock it deep. Defense picks it off. Now it's a foot race. And the goalie, Arndt, comes out, beats everybody to it, and kicks it away. South's trying to come back. They knock the pass out in front with an opportunity, and they call it offside. Made a little chip pass trying to get down that left side, and they got a little too quick behind the defense for the offside. bodies go down. South kicks it ahead. The North just gives it back to Aunt, the goaltender, and she gets rid of it. Foley got a foot on it, broke it up. Jenna Foley's daughter of the coach, Jimmy Foley. Nice little move by Butters. Gets the pass ahead, and they call an offside. Shirley Feliz from St. Mary's is breaking down the near side. Just got behind the defense about a step and a half before the pass from Butters. So North will get the free kick. And it goes out of play. Sophia Whitaker of Austin Prep tried to get it ahead to Foley and pushed it a little too far, and it went out of play. 15 minutes and counting left in this first half. The North on that breakaway by Haley Mignon. And I apologize. At first I thought it was 12, Alyssa McCarthy, but Alyssa McCarthy is playing way back in the outfield defensively, so it couldn't have been her. So it was number 13, Haley Mignon. South pops it ahead. Hustling, getting it in front of it. And North will knock it out. Knocking it away from Finola Cochran of Bishop Fenwick. Emma Simpson of Austin Prep will put it in play. We got substitutions first. Bounces loose. North will track it down and get it out of harm's way, knock it deep. And the South will try to bring it back, and they knock it out into the North bench area. South just trying to get it going. Territorial-wise, it's been the favor of the North. And they got it back in the south end again, broken up. They knock it deep. Aunt will come out of the net, out around the 5-yard line, pick it off, and kick it away. Back checking takes it away, and South coming back. North trying to save it before it goes out. They want to cross the end line. This will be the first corner kick. So the South will get a corner kick coming from the far side with 12 minutes and counting left, with the North leading 1-0. Everybody picking a partner out in front. Everybody looking to break to the net as she gets set to kick it. Everyone breaks. The kick is up. From long range, shot goes wide off the foot of Butters. She got loose, had to do it left-footed, and couldn't hook it back. So Aunt will get to kick it away. Drives it out near midfield. They knock it deep again. This is the way they scored the first goal. This time they break up Haley Mignon. Stone boots it out to midfield. It skips past everybody. And then it got knocked out by Isabella Ronkowski of Salem. There's one girl that's going to make a very long trip. Elizabeth Schuster of Gloucester, playing defense for the South. The school she's going to, Mississippi. South trying to throw it in front. It's loose. North kicks it away. They couldn't get a foot on it. They get it back. Walking in, take the shot. Big save by Arndt. They made a great play getting the ball from almost point-blank range, from a little bit of an angle, but in wide open, and Arndt made a great save. Butters made the nice pass. They lined up the shot, and Arndt stole it away. That was the first golden opportunity for the South. Tried to knock it deep. Might have had an opportunity if it got by, but the defense made a nice play knocking it down. I think that was Foley with the point-blank shot. I was trying to pick up the number. Not easy to pick up from long range. I'm pretty sure it was Foley that got robbed. Tremendous save by Arndt, the goaltender. Long lead pass. Stone's going to let it. Would have gone out of play. She picks it off at the left side of the net, and she'll kick it away. Arndt, the goaltender from Rockport, she's going to Bowdoin. Pretty good school. North coming back. The long pass. Nice defense there, breaking it up. It's going to go out of play. I guess they called offside before that because the South is going to get to kick it away because it was the South that kicked it out. Good defense by Hannah Markham of Winchester on that play. South has picked up a little bit in the last few minutes. They couldn't get out of their own end for a while. North dominated. South has picked it up. They had that good scoring opportunity. Were robbed by Arndt, the goaltender. Nice defense by Daisy Pena. And that play was actually Kaylee Moran. I was looking at the wrong side of my scorebook now. I don't know if the ball hit somebody in the hand or couldn't have been offside. They were still moving with the ball, but North's going to get a free kick. We're under 7 minutes left in this first half, 1-0 to North. South came close to making it 1-1, but Arndt, the goaltender, made a tremendous save, and now a foot race. North gets there first. And finally kick it away out near midfield. And the North coming back. South got a foot on it. Tipped it back to Emma DePietro of Amesbury. bodies go down as the ball goes out of play. They're calling it off the north, so South will get the throw in. Coming up the near side. Long lead pass from Feliz and way out of the net. It looked like the pass might be complete. They might get around the defense. Ant came out and made a terrific play and kicked it out of play. And now North knocks it away. Tishanis from St. Mary's trying to make a play, still with it. Finally got broken up. Knocking it deep, offside. They knocked it into the net. Sidney Owen from Haverhill knocked it up over the goaltender of the net, but they blew the whistle. A little late whistle, but it was a whistle. They were offside. They kept waiting for the pass to come, looking to break, and they waited a long time to make the pass, and when they finally made it, they were offside. Tishanis will kick it away. Four minutes and counting left in this first half. 1-0 to North. North back in the south end again. Trying to get in the middle. Blocked and knocked away nicely. Feliz kicks it ahead. Knocks it deep. Foot race. And Ant again coming way out of the net. Trying to walk in. Stone got a piece. They called it offside again. Another late whistle they could have played. Stone came out and tried to pick it off. She got a piece of it, but it looked like Delaney Markham of Winchester was going to go around her and maybe have an open net. And then they realized the whistle was blown. They were offside. As Tishanis kicks it away. Jocelyn finishing up a great career. Outstanding for St. Mary's. Big part of St. Mary's success, and they were very successful with their soccer teams. Trying to push it to the net. There's Ant again being very active in the net. Coming out and grabbing it. She's the difference in the game right now. North leading 1-0. She made a great save on Jenna Foley from virtually point-blank range. They kick it deep, and the South will let it go out of play. We're in the final 2 minutes. Shanas breaks it up nicely, breaks it up again. And the shot picked off by Stoneham. I don't know if it was going to go in or hit the post. She made sure she caught it. She'll clear it away. As we got a minute left. And Stone kicks it away. Feliz looking for it. North gets it back. And the lead pass. And there's Stone coming out to pick it off. Might be the last time upfield for South now. Is time winding down here in this first half. I believe it was McCarthy from Stoner who made that long pass for the North. South's trying to track it down before it gets out. They got to very quickly get it in front of the net. And the horn's going to sound. That's going to do it for the first half. So I believe it was McCarthy who made the long pass. Haley Mignon beat the defense, got behind him. The goaltender, Stone, coming out. She tipped it by the goaltender. When she tipped it by the goaltender, she was able to go around the goaltender and then just walk in with a wide open net and knock it home to get the goal. 1-0 on the goal. And then it was Arndt making a couple of big saves, but one big one. Butters made a great pass from the left, almost from the middle, to the left side to Jenny Foley. And Foley had virtually a wide open net. Jenna Foley made the shot. Arndt made a big time save, and that kept it 1-0 in favor of the North, and that's where we are at halftime. North 1, South 0.
Because I left before it was over, and Gary called me and said, Javarian got the MVP, and then I picked up the paper, I go, whoa.
See, I would have given it to Lynn. I mean, Javarian made two great passes. I know, but Linton got 18 points to 15. He made all kinds of rebounds. He made a couple of passes. And I would have said, it's his home gym. I would have said, well, if they are, didn't ask them. But I don't really care.
Yeah, right.
We're underway in the second half. It winds up a pileup. They ran into the goaltender Stone from long range. Got a little too much foot and it sailed high over the net and out of play. They got around the net trying to get the ball. There was a collision with Stone. The defense cleared it away. And then a shot from right around the 20 or inside the 20-yard line. And they drilled it high, went over the net and out of play. So North came out firing right away. And they're coming back again. Shot. Wide right. They got almost loose enough to get a good shot. They got a running shot. And that was Riley Baker of Danvers with the shot that just went wide right. And I don't know if it was tipped wide right because they're going to give North the corner kick. I thought it was just a kick that went out of bounds. They kick it right out in front. Great save by Stone. They try to kick it away. They put it right out in front, right on the foot of Emma DePietro of Amesbury. She was looking for that far post, and Stone made a great dive and got a hand or a finger on it and tipped it away. And actually, that was Riley Baker who got that shot off. It was hard to read her number because she's got the long ponytail. But what a great save by Stone. Headed up again. Battling and taking control was Emma Simpson. down the far side, trying to get around the defense. Broken up nicely by the defense. Nice work by Gina Albano of Haverhill. Felice collects, gets it to the middle. Lead pass. They were looking to send Haley Bernhardt from Swampscott in, and the pass was a little too far. Arndt came out and got it, and she kicks it away past midfield. The header doesn't go anywhere. North trying to get control. They finally do. They push it ahead. Offside. They scored again after the whistle. Off a deflection, but they blew the whistle before they took the shot. They took the shot after the whistle, but didn't make a difference anyway because they blew the whistle for the offside. And DeShanis will kick it away. North coming right back at it. They were trying to kick it upfield and they fanned on it. And it got knocked out by Emma Simpson. Abigail Cunningham of Melrose put it in play. She boots it deep, and the South will let it go out of play. She almost scored in the lacrosse net that's down there. The North trying to get back in the series this week. The South won both baseball and softball, and they won the boys basketball. North got a win in the girls basketball. So the South leading 3-1 in the 4 games that have been played so far. From long range, Stone able to make the save. Off the shot by DePietro of Amesbury. Gets headed by North out of play. South will get the throw in down deep. They have been down here more than once in this early going of the second half. Trying to get control. They come out of the pack with it. Felice shoots it out in front, hustling to try and get there, and it goes out of play. Felice is trying to get the shot on net. She hooked it wide left. It was going out of play. Great hustle by Emma Simpson of Austin Prep, trying to get it and keep it in play. Butters knocks it down, and it gets knocked out, and it went out off Butters. Knocked away. Lead pass, 2-on-2 for the moment. They track it down, keep it in play. Trying to center it, and they knock it behind the net off the foot of Isabella Ronkowski of Salem. Stone will kick it away. Broken up nicely by DeShanis. They try to tip it by and get another breakaway. And DeShanis broke it up. Now the South takes it away. Nice job looking for Feliz. Off her foot, she's not going to be able to save it. Pass was right at her foot. Wasn't out in front of her a little bit. It was right in her foot. And it went off her foot. Then she tried to track it down. Couldn't get it before it went out of play. Art will kick it away. South trying to come back. Broken up. South breaks it up. North trying to keep it in play. They couldn't. It got knocked out by Mignon, who's got the only goal in the game. Sophia Whitaker, Washington Prep, with the throw-in. Butters controls, keeps it in play, and then try to get around the defense. She was too close to the out-of-bound line, and it went out of play. Mignon battles, kicks it ahead, but nobody there to get it. Stone will come out, play it, and kick it away. Long lead pass, trying to get there. Just misconnecting with Cindy Owen of Haverhill. Good long pass by Riley Baker of Danvers. And Stone was able to come out and just get there a step or two ahead of Sydney Owen. She's going to Anna Marie College. Stone will kick it away. Trying to keep it in play. Reached for it, couldn't get it. It didn't get tipped, so it went out off South. And Cunningham of Melrose will throw it in. We got a whistle. It was in front. I never know, like, you can't take 3 running steps. You have to throw it over your head. I'm looking saying if you're throwing the ball in, what does it make if you throw it underhand, sidearm, or behind your back if you're throwing it in? But they blew the whistle and took it away. Now they take it back. North trying to walk in. Lead pass a little too far. North trying to keep it in. They can't. Goes out over the end line. South will get to kick it away. Stone will do the honors. We had a knockdown. They blew the whistle. There was a little bit of a collision. Sydney Owen of Haverhill went down, so they're going to give the North a free kick. First free kick. We haven't had that many corner kicks either. One apiece, I think. Now just outside the 20. The kick coming from a little bit of a left angle. And they knock it over the net. Just over the net. That was Riley Baker of Danvers. Good effort, just got it a little too high over the net, and it stays 1-0 North. Knocked deep. Defense is there to break it up. Nice defense by Jill Tremendozzi of Malden. Out in front, and it's deflected in. And that's Mignon again. From dead in the corner, they threw it out in front. Mignon was able to get ahead on it. And the North jumps on top 2-0. I think it was Markham from Winchester who made that very nice pass from the corner. And Mignon again got ahead on it. Just beat the defense to the ball and knocked it home. Stone had no chance on the play.
North goal scored by number 8, Catherine Manning, PB High School.
They're giving it to Catherine Manning from Peabody. I gotta clean my glasses, I guess. Because I thought it was Mignon again. South had that one chance in the first half with Foley. Art made that very nice save. And they haven't really come close since. They just keep it in. North picks off the pass, comes back the other way. They bounce it off the official. Long lead pass. Stone has to come out, get there before Mignon does. Or before Owen of Haverhill does. 20 minutes and counting left in this one, 2-0 to North. We told they're looking for 3 in a row. And looking to open up a larger deficit for the South. It's a 3-game difference, 13-6. To go along with 4 ties. This being the 24th Agganis All-Star game. It started way back in 1956. And it stayed that way. Football only. Until 2005. Actually, 1995, when they added baseball. Soccer game started in 1996. Basketball came on in 2005. And then the baby of the bunch, lacrosse, turned up in 2012. Lacrosse will be tomorrow night. So the granddaddy football will be the 58th. There was a lull. Football started in 1956. It ran through 1958, and in 59 to 64, the state headmasters put a moratorium on all-star games during the school year, which was when the Agganis had been played. They used to play the first Sunday in December because football season was over. High school football season was over by then. So they couldn't play. And during the summer, it was the polio all-star game, so they only could have one. And then 1965, they rescinded that rule and got back in it, and they've been going ever since. Otherwise, this would be the 63rd football game. South looking for a break. Cutting to the middle. Get it back. Trying to get around, looking to get the shot off, and finally stepping in and breaking it up was Tremendozzi of Malden. South walking back in. They knock it off the side of the net. Got a couple of opportunities. Tremendozzi took it away. They got it back. And then they, from a tough angle, try to get the shot on net. They wound it off the side of the net. As we got 15 minutes and counting left in this one. The North getting a goal in each half. Blocked by the North. North trying to knock it deep again. It's a foot race. They're out in front. Stone once again just got there a step ahead. Looked like North was going to have another walk-in one-on-one with the goaltender. And Stone came out and made a nice play. They give it back to Arndt. She knocks it away. Pressure put on by Haley Bernhardt of Swampscott. Butters trying to come back. Walks around a couple, still with it, tips it ahead, broken up, getting it back. Gets the shot off and knocks it wide. It got tipped. South will get a corner kick. I think it was Marissa Orlando of Fenwick who tried to get that shot on net. Just tipped it wide. The corner kick, they get it up. It's out in front. Deflected out, and they're calling it off Emma Simpson. And the South will get to kick it away. Arndt boots it away. DeShanis boots it up. Lead pass. Broken up by Albano of Haverhill. Down the near side. They just kept it in. It got broken up by Simpson. Feliz knocks it ahead. North knocks it deep again. Broken up by Pedro. Loose, tipped away. Stone again comes hustling out, picks it off, and boots it away. Nice shift getting around it. Defense. Getting it to the middle, they knock it ahead, but a little too far. And they'll let Arndt come out, grab it, pick it off, and kick it away. Out past midfield, deflected away. They blew the whistle for a collision. They ran into Sophia Whitaker of Austin Prep. bumped her off the play and they called it. So DeShannis will get to kick it away. They knocked that one very deep. Got too much foot into that one. They were trying to tip it ahead, and they wound up kicking it way out of play. We mentioned North looking for 3 wins in a row. They've split the last 4. South won 2 in a row. North has won the last 2 in a row. But North had that big jump after the first 6 games were dead even. North got that big 7 wins in 9 games, and the other 2 games were ties. So they totally dominated. Now North is going to be able to keep that ball in play. And they dump it out in front. Headed away, trying to pick it up out in front. Shot. Stone will make the save. Another opportunity for the North. They left it there for Isabel Ronkowski of Salem. She got it on net, but Stone was able to make the save. Pushing ahead, too far to go out of play. 10 minutes and counting in the 24th Agganis All-Star Girls Soccer game. We're just past the halfway mark of the week. 9 total games when Agganis has come a long way when there used to be only 1. Slowly but surely they kept adding games. With the games, with the shirts, the souvenir shirts, programs, the ticket money, the great advertisers, and the help of the Demakis family and Yockey Foundation. The Agganis family and a lot of great workers and a lot of great workers and a lot of great work by Paul Halloran, who is the executive director of the games. Andrew Demakis this year became the new president as Art boots that one away. Felice got a head on it. Trying to walk in, get double, triple teamed. Did Bernhard of Swampscott. They knocked it away from her. Gregory Agganis is the chairman. Bob Conlon is the treasurer. He's been around for just about every one of these. He does a tremendous job. Elmo Benedetto, Harold Zimmern, who were 2 outstanding gentlemen in the city. Everybody and his brother knew those 2 guys back when Harry was playing, back when Boley Dancewitz was playing. And Elmo Benedetto was the one athletic director for all 3 high schools. And Elmo's idea was there's a school for everybody. There's a college for everybody. Shot goes up over the netting out of play off the foot of Gronkowski. North again setting themselves up with a scoring opportunity. But nobody ever heard of West Texas State, and that's where Peter Pedro went to school by way of Elmo Benedetto. He got a lot of kids in a lot of colleges. And he was a tremendous gentleman. And they honor a lot of those people. They give the Benedetto Award. Charlie Dominguez, the Heritage Award. The Paul Cavanaugh Community Award. The Zimmern Foundation Award. An award for David Widener, the Media Award. And David was a up-and-coming reporter for the Item. And I happened to be in the press box with him at Old Manning Bowl when he just collapsed and had a heart attack. And before the game was over, they came back and told us that he passed away. And what a tremendous loss. He was going to have a great career. He was a great young man. And they honor him every year with awards. And my boss this year, Phil Terrazzoni. I know Paul Harron mentioned he should have given it to Phil Terrazzoni a long time ago. Very well deserving of the Widener Award. Does a tremendous job with TV 15. Is one of the nicest people anybody would ever want to meet. And everybody was happy that knew him, that worked with him. Bodies go down. They're going to call collision on the south. Bernhardt going for the ball. Wound up running over DePietro of Amesbury. So DePietro get the free kick because we got 5 minutes and counting. It get tipped off the head right to the net. Stone picked it off and she'll kick it away.
Sorry, I didn't mean to turn you into trouble. There goes the neighborhood. I just look more. Oh, yeah, he does it all. Yeah, all 3 games, he hit the hat trick. Worst part was that he didn't play, hockey, Gary, that's expensive for you. Oh, yeah, it's expensive. Who is that?
Put it away. Nice defense by Trem Mendozi. They give it back to Stone. She almost put it right on the foot of Owen. Owen wasn't expecting it. And now it gets kicked out. North will get a corner kick as we're under 4 minutes left. North is going to make it 3 in a row. They're going to pick up their 14th win and go 14-6 with 4 ties. Coming from the near side. Popped up. They got a head on it and went wide.
He said the goal. But he said she's made a lot of great saves and no one else. But that's, you guys gotta, it's up to you guys. So, 13 and, okay. I get a tough ball. So you all right with that?
Yeah.
Just no one else in there? Yeah, okay.
The only thing South can do now is trying to get on the board. They've had one opportunity, and it was taken away by Arndt on a great save on a shot by Jenna Foley. Otherwise, they haven't really come close. Stone has given up a couple of goals, but she's made a couple of big-time saves, and she's had to work a lot harder than Aunt. And here's another one. As she makes the save and gets knocked down. So I believe the MVPs are going to be Haley Mignon of Tewksbury, who got the first goal, and that was all the North really needed. That's the winning goal. And I think it's going to be the goalie, Stone, and what a turnaround for her. She was supposed to be the goalie for the North. She got traded before the game and wound up with a different shirt. Becomes the goaltender for the South. And she's going to walk away with the MVP award. Well deserved. She's had to work hard. She's come out and made some big time saves. She's kept it close. And the North has put a lot of pressure on her through the whole game. And Jenna Foley had the only legitimate scoring opportunity for the South. They've had a hard time getting the ball out of their end. As we're down to 40 seconds left, a break for Mignon. They called her offside, I think, already. There's another big save by Stone. The official had the flag up. I thought he called offside, but they let the play go through. I'm not sure what the flag was for. Knocked out. So it's going to be 2-0 to North. They're going to make it 3 in a row. They're going to pick up their 14th win in the series. And it's going to just about now, the horn sounds. So the North, Aunt played very well in net. She only had to make one big-time save, but she played very well. The defense played good in front of her. South just couldn't get anything going offensively. They only had one really opportunity, and it was taken away on a big-time save by Aunt. And at the other end, the goaltender who was traded to the South, Jillian Stone of Melrose, had to work hard to keep him in the game. She gave up 2 goals, but neither goal was really her fault. First one, a long pass from Alyssa McCarthy of Stoneham. Got by the defense. Haley Mignon got by him. Just as the goalie, Stone, was coming out, she tipped it over the goalie's head and had a wide open net to knock it in. And the other one they gave, I thought it was Mignon again, but they gave it to Catherine Manning. Was a great pass from Markham. Jordan Butters from the South. So it wasn't the goaltender, it was Jordan Butters from the South. I believe it was Mignon. I didn't see the number, but I believe it was Mignon from the North. But that long pass got the first goal. The second one was a great pass from Delaney Markham to Winchester out in front. And I thought it was Owen. I gave her credit. I'm sure she won't yell at me for that. I gave her credit, but they gave credit to Catherine Manning of Peabody for heading the ball in and for the second goal. And the only chance for the South, and the only chance they had was Jenna Foley, almost point-blank range. Aunt made a great save, and that kept the shutout alive and kicking, and it winds up a shutout for Aunt in net. Aunt from Rockport on the way to Bowdoin, and North wins it 2-0. It's now 14 wins, 6 losses, and 4 ties in favor of the North. So the 24th Agganis game is in the books. Upcoming is the 24th Agganis All-Star Boys game. But for right now, the girls from the North can celebrate a 2-0 win over the South. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.